both on this film and the other Italian films, just in terms of the way of working, were things that you observed that were sort of different from your Hollywood experience before that?
Yes and no. First, no. We here in America are very programmed. We do things by the book, etc. And if you're supposed to be there at 8 o'clock, you better be there at 8 o'clock, etc. Okay. In Italy, if you're there at 8 o'clock, fine. If you don't show up until 10 o'clock, that's fine too. On the other hand, one day, early on in the picture, I was supposed to be picked up at 8 o'clock to go to the set. And as I say, I wasn't speaking Italian very well. Okay, so 8 o'clock comes, and there's no call from the front desk. That's okay. 8:30, there's no call from the front desk. 9 o'clock, there's no call from the front desk. Now I'm starting to worry. Now I'm very afraid of the phones in Italian, okay? So I go down to the front desk and I say, in broken Italian, has anybody come to pick me up? Well, obviously nobody had come to pick me up. Okay, fine. I go back upstairs. 10 o'clock arrives. Nobody has picked me up. The phone rings. And it's Don Dunaway, who speaks English. He says, where are you? I said, Don, obviously I'm in the hotel. He said, why? I said, because nobody's come to pick me up. Nobody's come to pick you up? Pause, gets back on the phone. He forgot. He'll be there momentarily. Okay, in Italy, momentarily means noon. Okay? Now, he arrives. His name is Boffo. He's Boffo because he has mustaches, which are Boffi, and the nickname in Italian is Boffo. He is panicked because he forgot to come pick me up. Now, they've lost 4 hours of shooting. We have lost 4 hours of shooting. So, in order to allay his fears, I pull a phrase out of my State Department tapes that I've been studying, which is, perché non andiamo al bar a prenderci un caffè? Which means, let's go to a bar and have a cup of coffee. Now, I think that's a joke. Boffo doesn't think it's a joke. He immediately relaxes, and we go to a bar to have a cup of coffee. Now, we're sitting in the middle of the Pincho Gardens, and I'm now nervous, but Boffo is so relaxed. Signor Tony has said, let's go have a cup of coffee. So we lost another hour. Okay? I swear to you, Jane will swear to you.
I want to take some questions from the audience in the back. Yes.
Okay, the question is, how did I like working with Suzy Kendo? Okay, that goes back to this. Goes back to the film festival that we were talking about, because I met Suzy there. She was in a British picture called Up the Junction, and which was a very nice picture. She was very good in it, and we became friends. And when the script was offered to me, somebody asked me, it could have been Dario, or somebody in maybe his father was the producer of the film, asked me, do you have anybody that you would like to work with in this picture to play the role? And I said, Suzy Kendo. And they sent Suzy the script, and she said yes. And so that's, okay. So did I enjoy working with her? Absolutely. Doesn't often happen. Or at least it hasn't often happened to me, that I get to work with people I know, people I've worked with before, people who are friends. But this was one of those situations where I met her in South America, and I recommended her to the producer, and they sent her the script, and she said she would do it. But I got to tell you a funny story. The Dario won't like this. No, in the original script, you remember the scene now where my friend Renato is in the room, and he's been stabbed in the back, and he falls off the chair. Well, in the original script, it's Susie's character who's sitting in the chair, and her head is chopped off. And it rolls down the floor. And I read that, and I said, well, of course, we're not going to do that. But Susie read it. She read the original version. And as she tells me the story, as she told me the story, she was with Dudley Moore at the time. She said, I'm sitting in the bathtub reading the script. And I thought, my head is rolling down the floor. Well, if Tony wants to do the script, okay, why not? And so when she talked to me, I said, no, your head is not going to roll down the floor. So Dario rewrote it to have Renato's stabbed in the back, okay, which I think is a better ending. I mean, I like getting on the plane with Susie at the end. I mean, I really think that's a way to end the film.
It leaves room for a sequel.
Yes. I'll give you Dario's number, you can call him.
Other questions? Yes.
You mentioned not realizing when you made this film that it was part of the genre. And I just wonder if you have any thoughts in retrospect about the genre as a whole, or this film sort of digging under the layers of the
Okay. I have a problem. I personally have a problem with genre. I don't look at plays. I don't look at books. I don't look at films from a perspective of genre. To me, a script is a script is a script. I like it. I don't like it. I can relate to it. Now you ask, in retrospect, sure. I recognize the reason I chose to do the film was because, I'm not kidding, I'd been known for playing psychos and people off the edge, and I guess that's redundant, but this was a nice guy who gets caught in a situation over which he has no control. So that's the reason I said, yes, I'd love to do this script. It wasn't until later that I learned this is giallo, this is a genre film. I really can't answer your question. I didn't do it because it was a genre film. I don't look at it as a genre film. I know that it's Dario's first film, and I realize I've read all about the Gialli. Truth is, I don't see this as a Giallo. So that's my answer.
Well, I just wonder if you've seen other films that are considered to be part of this genre.
Yes, I have. Yes, I have. And quite frankly, they don't really appeal to me. That's the truth. As a matter of fact, you know, all those scenes where women do get slashed in this, they weren't in the script. And they were shot after we shot the picture. But I don't think that detracts. I think the picture works. Follow up again?